And part 3, not freebie, and deep breath. Memphis absolutely obliterated FAU 55-26, leaving FAU 1-3 on the season, and them themselves going 5-0, looking to be a G5 playoff team for sure. Brendan Lewis 13 for 19, 196 and 2 touchdowns, 17 carries, 65 yards and a touchdown. Greg Roziers Jr., 19 carries, 204 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Sutton Smith, 7 carries to 26 yards. Cortez Brom, 6 catches, 127 yards, 2 touchdowns. And Jamari Hawkins, 3 receptions for 57 yards. We go to FAU. Caden Feldkamp, 31 for 50, 318 yards, 8 for 28 and 1. Xavier Terrell, 11 for 29 on the ground and a touchdown. Jayshon Platt, 1 for 10 and a touchdown. We look through the air. 9 receptions, 131 yards for Easton Messer. Platt had 9 catches for 101 yards, and Assad Wasim 4 catches for 40 yards. Memphis didn't have to do them like they did it, and honestly, it was really kind of close up until all the mistakes and everything just happened, and when they scored 31 in the fourth. So 31 in the fourth means that they had 24, and they had most of their, it was 24-21 going into the final quarter, and then 31-7 left us to where we were. And now we go on to another Big 12 game, which I thought was a lot more enjoyable than most people. Iowa State's going to 5-0 after they're starting Dublin, Ireland. And Arizona going to 3-1 after Iowa State 39, Arizona 14. Rocco Becht, 14 for 20, 243 yards and an interception for Iowa State. Carson Hansen, 19 carries, 63 yards, 2 touchdowns. Abu Sama, 12 carries, 26 yards. Chase Sewell, 4 receptions, 146 yards. Brett S. Skelton, 3 receptions, 54 yards. Hansen, 3 receptions, 31 yards. Benjamin Brommer, 2 receptions, 29 yards. On the opposite side, Noah Fafita, 32 of 48, 253 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Ismaili Mahidi, 13 for 85. Okay. Oh, yeah. Chris Hudson, 6 receptions, 67 yards, and a touchdown. Chris Hunter, 5 receptions, 59 yards. Luke Weissong, 3 receptions, 31 yards. Javin Watley, 4 receptions, 27 yards. And Sam Olsen, 4 receptions for 24 yards. In our next game, we had not one that I would consider expressively fantastic by any means. San Diego State faced San Jose State, and Stanford came out on victorious, going now 2-3 on the season, 30-29. Basically, really just holding them off. I really thought that San Jose State deserved to win, because going down to 1-3 does not settle well with me, especially with how I've seen certain players play. And we'll go over the Frank Reich-led Stanford. Ben Goldbranson, 29-43, 444 yards and 2 touchdowns. Cole Tab, 12 carries, 48 yards and a touchdown. Cedric Irvin, 1. The Magic won. CJ Williams, 11 catches, 130 yards. Caden High, 5 receptions, 110 yards. Bryce Farrell, 4 receptions, 74 yards. Micah Ford, 4 receptions, 64 yards. Sam Roush, 3 receptions, 43 yards and a touchdown. Then Miles Littman, 1 reception, 14 yards and a touchdown. Walker Egat, 36 of 58, 473 yards and 3 touchdowns. He rushed it twice for 19 yards. On the ground, Jambari Bates, 6 for 17, and Floyd Chalk, the 4th, 4 for 13. We look through the air. Kevin Scholes, 10 for 147 and 1, and still one of my favorite players in all of college football, Danny Scudero. 11 catches, 135 yards, 2 touchdowns. Leland Smith, 6 for 101. And Jackson Cannon, 5 for 79. San Jose State just aired out the ball, and Stanford was not going to stop them any sort or fashion, but they did enough on the ground to really prevent them from being consistently able to do what they needed to do, and kept it out the end zone just enough, even though it took a little bit of a comeback element, scoring 16 in the fourth for Stanford, for things to really come together. And I think that's really Gil Branson's. We got to our final 2 games here. UTEP losing to La Tech 30-11. La Tech, Blake Baker, 18 for 27, 138 yards, a touchdown and an interception. Clay Thievenin, 19 carries, 68 yards, and a touchdown. Amiri Wiggins, 9 carries, 37 yards. Marlon Jackson, 3 receptions, 44 yards. Marquise Singleton, 5 catches, 33 yards, and a touchdown. Devin Gandy, 3 catches, 17 yards. On UTEP side, Malachi Nelson, 18 for 38, 73 yards. And they also had Skylar Locklear, 4 for 6, 74 yards, a touchdown and an interception. Ashton Emery, 11 for 50. Wilson, 7 carries, 28 yards. Davis, 2 catches, 58 yards and a touchdown. And Josh, man, I really messed it. 4 reception, 21 yards. Eric White, the third, 3 receptions, 18 yards. Yeah, I mean, honestly, La Tech really came out there really just wanting to get past UTEP, and UTEP wasn't really going to try and stop them. It was a very slow game for UTEP. And they scored all their points in the fourth. So they scored a touchdown, 2 points, and a field goal. Meanwhile, La Tech, all in the fourth, was 20 points. So they were playing from behind. UTEP was trying to come back on what they had before, which was like 10 points going into the fourth. But, yeah. Then our final game, a game where... another Big 12 game where we get to really see what the outlook of the conference looks like. Colorado going 2-3, losing to BYU, who is now 4-0, 24-21. On pretty much what we saw earlier this year in Georgia Tech, was a very strange sequence of events. Maybe for a lot of, I ain't gonna lie, maybe the weakness of Deion Sanders is clock management. It's happened twice this year in short order. Week 1 and week 5. That's enough time to tell you that it's at least happening on a regular basis, ain't it? Well, the Caden Salter experiment, 11 for 16, 117 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception, 17 carries, 49 yards, and a touchdown. Micah Welch on the ground, 11 for 67. Draylon Miller, 8 carries, 52 yards, and a touch. Through the air, Joseph Williams, 5 receptions, 86 yards. Draylon Miller, 2 for 27 and a touchdown. Marion Miller, 1 for 19. On the other side, Bear Bachmeier, 19 for 27, 179 yards and 2 touchdowns. 15 carries for 98 yards. And Hagen got a touchdown on the ground. Probably got negative yards or very few yards. LJ Martin, 15 carries, 58 yards. Chase Roberts, 5 carries, 49 yards and 2 touchdowns. 5 receptions, 49 yards, 2 touchdowns. 3 receptions, and that's for Chase Roberts. Carson Ryan, 3 receptions, 49 yards. Parker Kingston, 5 receptions, 38 yards. And LJ Martin, 4 receptions for 36 yards. So, yeah, that was a actually, honestly, super fun slate of football that really was watched and was had this last week. This was a very fun week of college football. NFL-wise, it was fine. It was another week of NFL. But as far as college football, it was a beauty to watch. Overtime, close game within a touchdown. There were some games that were a little bit further, but that's to happen. But yeah, that's it from week 5. I'll see you guys in about a week with about the same thing. So until then, take it easy, and please, if you would, if you've stayed this long, tell a friend maybe who likes college football and who likes the very casual, analytical or numbers given experience. So thank you guys, and have a nice day.